Now I'm going to use an indigo blue. It's the indigo blue on here. And I'm just going to try and use that to intensify those places that I would rather not use black or the dark. Maybe I will use my graphite later, but I'm going to use that to tie it in with the rest of my drawing later. So there's a transition kind of. And so this indigo is allowing me to increase the value a little bit more. Put a little bit of that in the middle too. A lot of times I like to create my own black, except that I might run into trouble with this because we have a graphite drawing, and I definitely want the dark here to be compatible with my graphite drawing. So I don't want to get too carried away, but when I'm painting, and a lot of times I will just create my own illusion of black by using, maybe it's blue and brown and a few things. I think it becomes more alive, even though it still may appear black. It's still something subtle about it. I love the subtleties, the things that we can suggest without seemingly doing it. Make sure you can take this off. Don't get carried away and get stuck. Don't make it all flat. Give yourself all the opportunity to make your adjustments. Okay. Just to see what happens, I'm going to take a little bit of brown up here. I don't think that's intense enough, but it might warm it up just a tad here in the shadow. Getting a little darker. I don't want to just come barging in there and going over all my color that I hope to be fresh where I want it. Let's see here. Start in the center again and not come out too far. I don't want this to become too closed because I need that distance. Otherwise, I'm going to suggest a different focus. I'm not careful, so I'm using my black again. Increasing that with a little bit more control than what I started with. Boy, this looks out of shape quick. I need more up here. Maybe it's because we can't see the pupil too well, and so there's a little bit more up here than not. Remember, I'm taking into consideration the whole circle above where we can't see it in here, and trying to put this in the center. I want to keep looking at it so that I can see whether I'm actually doing that or not. And let's see, what else can we do? Let's take this indigo down here again and just take this subtle little turn here. Get a little more value. And I think I'm going to come up here. Don't try and finish this all at once. Let's get that balance like we talked about, with how intense some of our other graphite is going to be. Now we don't want this grainy. Don't try and capture every detail in here. There's always these little spokes, in an eye and everything else. You can always add that later. I would suggest you not do that right now. Sometimes in some areas, and the eyes are often like that, the less is better. Otherwise, that can become a distraction and become too much, even though I just went ahead and put one little speck there. I'm trying to create a little bit of an edge here so that I can show that it's going underneath the eyelid. And I wouldn't want to draw a circle and try to fill in for my iris either. I like the natural edge. If you look at anybody, look at yourself in the mirror, and you'll see this outer edge of the iris is a little foggy because the white is just softening the edge ever so slightly. The iris is deeper in, the white is the outer part, and you want it to look like that.